it looks like in the old NCAA football games before they got woke that there was a poster of your girlfriend in your dorm room in your
Yeah.
what's the mode called? No, it's
Oh,
been 10 years. I've forgotten what it's called. Road
not
to
career.
Glory.
Yeah.
And your Road to Glory, and as you played better, your girlfriend got hotter. It looks like the first one.
That's crazy.
That's such a funny
I
video
don't
game
remember. I don't
feature.
remember.
Oh, it was awesome. I'll
I
find
don't
it.
remember that one. That
I'll
shit's
find it.
wild, yo.
That's
Wait,
And the
awesome.
first one is rough.
did
That's
she
so
get
funny.
hotter? Was it the same girlfriend, or did you just
No,
upgrade girls?
different girls. Different girls.
That is what it is. Hey, baby, I'm playing a little better. I appreciate what you did for me, but it's time for me to move on. I don't like how you looking on my side anymore. So thank you for everything. Thank you for your services.
I'm a
Watch
high
this.
I'm a high value male.
Is what it
Um,
is, man.
a
I
lot of
believe so. I just sent y'all the picture. I think the bottom middle is the first one.
a lot of visuals this episode. Be sure to check out the YouTube and subscribe.
That was the first one, Big T?
I believe so, yeah. Or top
Oh,
left, maybe.
that's not good.
Top left ain't bad. Bottom middle is yo.
Yo, that's got to be your mom.
Yeah, good call, Billy. That might be your mom.
This is
Damn.
hilarious.
What a funny feature to put into a video game. They should
That's
bring that
wild,
back.
man.
They should
That
should
is
have
wild.
a post game strip club mode like in GTA.
Hmm.
You can take your NIL money to the club.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Be sick.
Are they
I like
bringing the game back?
Next
Yep.
year. It's like
Ye-
a year from this week.
But didn't they sue and sue?
Yeah, that got thrown out. That
Thank
was
God.
a dumbass company trying to make a name for itself, but that's coming out next year. Supposed to come out this year.
I actually got a call from Madden while I was at that golf tournament. Um and they're trying to add like older players somehow, some way, and they asked if they could use my name, image, and likeness, and they offered a fee, and I told them to up it and see what they say. I don't think they liked it, so I haven't heard back from
Haven't
them.
you been in Madden since you've retired?
I don't even play, so I don't know, but they
I don't
called and
play
asked, and
either,
they offered me some money.
but I think I remember someone sending us like you had a Legends card or something because we were talking about the catching on it.
Is the is the card actually playable? I don't know enough about Madden
Yeah.
because I know my kid, bro.
Yes.
My
Yeah, yeah,
kids,
yeah.
my kids play 2K, and they rarely play the game. Like they'll just collect all these little fucking cards, and like so they just like keep collecting cards. I'm like, are y'all actually gonna play the game, bro? What are y'all doing? But I don't know enough about it. They
Yeah, the
called. I
It may have
told them
ran out.
up it.
It could have been like a 5-year thing or something. I don't know.
How
I
does
don't
that
know
work
enough
with
about
Madden,
it.
where it's like you, as a member of the NFLPA, Madden
I am
EA
not.
Sports pays like a license to use every player's name and image. Like you sign that over when you play in the NFL. You're like, okay, I will be
Yes.
a video game character in whatever company you choose to do business with. But then after you
Hmm.
retire, then they have to ask you for individual permission to be in a video game.
I don't know. I was never a part of the NFLPA. I refused to be a part. Like so, like they don't have me on contract anywhere.
Oh, so you're like Michael Jordan or Barry Bonds.
Yeah, less prestigious, but yeah.
So did Madden
Um,
have to come to you individually when you were playing?
mhm,
Interesting.
So why didn't you join the
mhm.
NFLPA?
I don't like them. I feel like they're in bed with the owners, and I know cats that are on the NFLPA. They be like, "Man, you should talk." I just don't. I just don't feel like they have our best interests at heart. I think they do sometimes, but they follow the bottom line of the NFL. Like, there's no reason why we shouldn't have lifetime health care for football players. They have it for every other like major sport. There's no reason why we shouldn't. And so I don't rock with the NFL or the NFLPA for that's one of the main reasons, but just in general, I just don't like for what.
Did who was the representative at the time?
On my team, or are you talking about the head of the
In
NFL? I
general,
think it's
like who,
Demore Smith. It's Demore Smith. And that's another reason. So like when that whole Ray Rice situation happened, right? Um, I domestic violence is a very near and dear issue to my heart because I grew up around it, and so like I'm very like I care about it. And so when that whole Ray Rice shit happened, and I know Ray, right, it's good people. Um, I hated how they handled him. I hated how they handled it when the footage dropped, right? Because they was only gonna suspend him 2 games, and the footage dropped, and then they laid the hammer down. When I'm like, y'all saw the footage already, right? So I just felt like they were shunning him when it was like they was backpedaling for it's just what NFL always does. They was backpedaling because they was afraid of the PR backlash. And so I tried to get a hold of Roger Goodell. And so like we in the same business, right? And I was one of the top tier players. So we in the same business. Why am I having to go through all these fucking loopholes, bro? Get on the phone with me. You know what I'm saying? Like holla at me. Cause I felt like I had something to say to him and the NFL about how they was handling this. They threw so much red tape, put me through all this like he was the fucking president. And I was like, y'all are fucking goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
Yeah, I mean the NFLPA has always been like they've had to walk a very fine line because I think they know that a lot of their players they don't necessarily have the money, especially if you're like a first or second year player. They don't have enough money to credibly say that there's going to be a strike. You know, like the NFLPA will get enough backlash from some of the younger players, the guys that haven't been around that long, where they're like, just make a deal so that we can get back to earning a paycheck. Whereas if it's the NBA, they have enough money stashed away where they can just straight up be like, yeah, we will strike if you don't give us what we want. The NFLPA doesn't have nearly as much leverage as the other leagues have.
Yeah, because not everybody's a millionaire. I was honest. So like when we went through our strike, I was making league minimum. And even though I was a pro bowler, I was still making league minimum. It was before my deal. So when they was talking about we may strike this season and there may be replacements, like those talks were happening. And I was like talking to our NFLPA representatives, they was like, y'all, talking about crossing the line, but I was like, I'm crossing. I was like, y'all gonna pay my bills? I was like, you gonna pay for my crossing? Like, what do you mean? When I understand everybody that takes that stance, you know what I'm saying? But that's when the NFLPA has to like step in and take care of those cats. And they did something similar, but I didn't like the way they did it. It's been a while since I've gone to the details of it, but yeah, I just don't like the way they do business.
That was a wild season back in 2012, was it? 11? 11? Yeah,
11.
when they had the replacement.
I loved it.
Yeah?
No. Oh, replacement refs?
That was a different season.
Refs? I don't. Yeah, that was a different season. They didn't have any replacements on. They ended up getting the deal done before the season started. Yeah, yeah. So, but what we didn't have was we didn't have any off season, no off season, so no OTAs, no workout. I said you handle that shit on your own, and that was my favorite off season though, because like they left you alone, and I loved it. I loved it.
And it was like a 40, was it 49, 51% split that they came up with between the players and the owners or something like that?
I think so, like that, yeah. And they cut down on like the high money draft picks in order to give teams room to sign free agents and give free agents more money, which makes sense. Like these dudes was coming in and getting like $80 million and you ain't played a snap yet. It would make no sense.
Yeah, that was it was crazy seeing guys like Jamarcus Russell and some other like top 1, top 2 picks get paid insane guaranteed money to just come to the league, and then there's like you're like, okay, I've made it. I think Sam Bradford.
It was Sam Bradford's one that they were like, okay, we got to stop this. I forget exactly what his contract was, but it was crazy.
What did Wembanyama?
Mario Williams, Marco Russell. Who?
What guaranteed
Wembanyama?
money?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know what the NBA rookie scale contracts are.
$50 million in his first 4 seasons. Yeah, crazy.
Wait, $50 million total for 4 seasons?
Yeah, 4 years, $55 million.
Yeah, I mean that's not. When you look at other NBA contracts, that's not insane to think about. Like that's a pretty reasonable rate that you have for old Vic. But then once that rookie deal is over, then it's like Supermax City.
If you're nice.
If you're nice, yeah. Which he will be.
Yeah, I don't know.
He got dunked on.
All I'm watching is golf lately, dog.